Hey y'all, it's your main man E here with Follow the Leader K9, and I'm here today with Luca, the Lagotto Romagnolo. Luca's a great dog. He's been staying with us for a bit over a month, and when he goes home, we want to make sure we set him up for success. So we're doing this video just talking about the Prong collar. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, the Prong collar is an amazing training tool. It was invented in Germany to prevent dogs from hurting their throat from excessive pulling. It also gives extremely clear communication when we pull on it, and at the same time it gives us the ability to actually correct the dog if they were to make a mistake. In this particular dog's case, he has struggled with some biting, and so when we have a prong collar on the dog with a leash attached, it gives us a way to be able to say no and then pop the prong collar and help us enforce the rules for the dog. So the prong collar, when we go to put it on Luca, you'll notice there's this little clasp, okay? This particular prong collar was purchased from Paw Mark, okay? When we go to put it on his neck, this is actually going to go on the bottom of his neck, and the leash is going to go on the top. You'll notice that this forms a circle here, so this looks like the number 8, okay? What we're not going to do is twist this around like this, put it together like so, and then we can see we don't really have the number 8. We've got a number, I don't know what, it's not a number, okay? So we make sure it's like this. We clip it together around his neck. The leash, this is really important, it goes on this ring. It does not go on the ring that has this little dangly tag on there. In fact, that's what that orange tag is designed to do, is to tell you, hey, don't put the leash on this. Put the leash on here. Great. So we clip our leash on. In this particular case, because Luca's still struggling a little bit with his nervousness and his anxiety, he is muzzled when we go to put these training tools on. And that way we can also make sure that he has a positive experience with his training tools on. And I tend to give him food or treats when I put them on him to let him know, hey, this is a good thing. You're a great dog. This is to help us have clear communication with you and to help set you up for success in the future. Now in this particular case, we had another leash on him because he tends to wander off if he doesn't have a leash on. He's a little bit shy, and being in these videos sometimes it overwhelms him. There's a lot of talking, a lot of focus on him. So we'll take this leash off of him. This is something I also want you to pay attention to, okay? This prong collar is up high on his neck. Here's his normal collar. His normal collar goes below this collar, and the prong collar is up here. It's higher on his neck. We're going to make sure that the prong collar is not, running over his normal leash, that this is not stuck underneath it, that the muzzle is not stuck underneath it. So you could see this is positioned below the muzzle and above the collar, and the leash is attached above here, okay? In this particular case, we have a 3-foot leash with Luca. Hey, buddy. He's looking up at me there like, hey, do I get a treat? I'm doing good in the video now. You're doing great, buddy. Good job. This dog does need a lot of cheerleading, and he needs a lot of support. Good boy, to build up his confidence and keep him headed in the right direction. So when I start walking with the dog and the prong collar, let's go. You're going to notice I'm not going to give the dog an excessive amount of leash. He has just enough leash where he can walk next to me and my arm can swing freely like this. If he were to get to the end of the leash, I just give a little tug on the leash like that. Notice when I give the tug, I immediately release the pressure. Come on. Good boy. And I also let him know when he does the right thing. Hey, good job, buddy. Good. It would be more than awesome to bring food or to bring treats when we're first walking him with the prong collar, so he understands what we want him to do, and he builds up his confidence and continues to enjoy his walks as he always has. Good boy, huh? Good. Then I put the food down there like that. Come on, buddy. You'll notice when he's walking, I want him walking on one side of me and staying on that side. I'm not particularly concerned with which side he is on. Whatever side we decide on is the side he's going to stay on. And when we stop, he's going to stop with me like this. Good boy, huh? He's doing great. Good buddy. Okay, come on. When it comes to doing the commands with the prong collar, it's fairly simple, okay? We're going to pull in the direction that we want the dog to move, and we're going to say the name of the command. So I pull up, sit, he sits, good boy. I pull down, down, Good boy. Once positions and in these commands, he's expected to stay in these commands until we release them from the commands. The release word is going to be break if we are releasing him to do whatever he wants, or yes if he's going to come over to us to get food, or if he was a dog that played with toys, we would say okay, and we would give him a toy. In this particular case, we're going to say break, and he is expecting a little reward there, because oftentimes when we say break, we toss a piece of food or a kibble so they could go and find that and enjoy having some sort of reward for getting out of their command and doing their job properly. So you could see there he stopped for a moment. He got a little distracted by the stuff on his leash. So I just kept walking and applied a very momentary pressure to the leash. The real important thing here is that the leash is loose 99.9% of the time. It's only tight when I'm telling him something, like in this case, hey, come on, let's go. I notice he's got some leaves here. I'm going to help him get these off of his bum. Notice I'm holding the leash taut here so that if he were to turn around and he was to do a snap, just, gets a little confused, makes a mistake, it's no big deal at all. I would just give a little pop to the leash, say, hey, no, pop, and we just move on with our business. Good boy, buddy. So hopefully this video has been helpful. I know that Luca has worked so hard to get through his program and to master the prong collar. And so when he goes home, it's really important we put in that work too so we can master the prong collar, know how to put it on him, know how to use it, know how to follow through, and know how to pop it, after saying the word no, if in the case he makes a mistake. So thanks so much, Luca, and thanks so much to you all for watching. And remember, we don't blame them, we train them. Until next time, folks.